Neah Bay, and we're just coming into the shore. We're going to the Marina. A lot of fishing boats here. They're right at the entry to the Strait, so they have easy access. Some good fishing grounds. Yeah. Now we're here in the Marina. Tie up our dinghy here and we're gonna go check out what's up there. And then we're going to go to the grocery store because we haven't been for a while. Replenish some of our fresh stores. Lots of fishing boats out here.
So we are first time out on the shore after 30 some days. We actually stayed in the boat for 3 more days before we came to the shore. And some people ask us how we can stay on the boat for so long, and after getting here in 30 days we still took 3 extra days before we came to the shore.
There's the community gym. There's the main store right there. Washburn's General Store. I have a feeling this area is very popular with fishermen that have little trailerable boats. They come here and stay in these little cabins, or they take their own trailer and then they come here and go fishing.
We are here back again in Susan's galley, so let's see what she's going to make today for us.
Well, today I'm going to make cinnamon rolls, so we have something to eat while we're going up the Straits. And I'm kind of excited actually because I finally get to use my diesel stove because the weather is cold enough. And for me that's nice because I have a nice big oven. If I want to make a pizza, I can make 1 pizza instead of 3. But I'm going to make cinnamon rolls this morning. And to get started, I put 3 cups of all-purpose flour here, unbleached. 1 teaspoon of salt. And I have my little mixture here of half a cup of milk, half a cup of water. It's already warm, just the right temperature, just warm. A teaspoon and a half of yeast, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to pour that in here, mix it up, and make my dough. So now I'm just kneading my dough. It should be kind of a nice soft dough. You don't want it to be really too hard. And I forgot to mention, in the recipe I also put 2 eggs in here, so we've got 2 eggs added to the mix. And my dough is, I've been kneading it for about 5 minutes. It's pretty much ready. See, it doesn't stick. It's nice little loaf here. I just sprinkle a little flour over it. Put a little flour in the bowl like that so it doesn't stick. And I'm going to put a little towel over it, set it on the side, and let it raise for about an hour. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about Neah Bay. It's a small little harbor in the Makah Indian Reservation. It's 6 miles up the Straits on the Washington side, and it's a great harbor for anchoring. It's got good holding ground. It's got a nice little marina that's mainly caters to fishing boats. It's got a fuel dock and propane there available. It's got a grocery store that also has a pretty good hardware section, and it's a good place. We like it. Any harbor after a long trip is great, and Neah Bay is a welcome sight. So my dough's been rising for about an hour and a half. It's ready to punch it down and roll it out. And I had some old dried up raisins. They were kind of old, so I revived them by putting them in about a half a cup of warm water. I also wanted to mention to anybody that if you do a lot of baking, you might be interested in buying bulk yeast instead of the little packages at the store. It costs about $3 from Amazon, so it's quite a bit cheaper than the little packages. That is if you do a lot of baking. So I'm going to take my dough out here, and I'm going to roll it out. roll it out. So I've got my dough rolled out to about a 1/4 inch thickness, and I'm gonna put a little, I have 2 tablespoons of butter melted here. I'm gonna spread that on top with a little brush it on. Okay. I've got my cinnamon and sugar mixture here. It's a 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of white sugar, and about a teaspoon of cinnamon. Sprinkle that on top here. Okay, now I'm going to put my raisins in here. Sprinkle them around. I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts and about a teaspoon of grated lemon rind too. And then I'm going to roll this all up. Okay, so now I'm going to roll it up. Make kind of a tight little roll. And some stuff will fall out the edges. Okay, now this is the important part. You've got to roll it over so you have the seam up. And then you got to pinch it together. Otherwise, everything's going to just come right out. Okay. Now, get a knife. Okay, and you cut them in about 1.5 inch pieces. And now I'm going to put them on my already greased baking pan here. Spread them out so they can rise. They're going to have to rise still for another ½ an hour or so before I put them in the oven. Okay, so my cinnamon rolls have been rising for about ½ an hour. I'm going to put them in the oven now. It's been preheated to 350 and on the upper shelf. And you can see how they look when they come out. 20-25 minutes since I put my rolls in, so I'm going to check them and see how they're doing. It looks like they're done. What do you think?
Very nice.
I'm going to let them cool down, and then I'm going to put my little topping on them, and maybe I will give Jules one when I'm finished. So, if you really want a sugar rush, you can put a topping on like I'm going to do. And it is 1 tablespoon of butter, 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, a dash of salt, ½ teaspoon of vanilla, and about a ½ teaspoon of grated lemon rind. And just put a little bit on top of these. And they'll be ready to eat. Okay, here they are. Who wants a cinnamon roll? Well, it's 5:30 in the morning and we're just leaving Neah Bay. We've been here a little over a week and enjoying the hospitality of Neah Bay. It's pretty nice actually. Got a good rest and did a few little projects on the boat. Where are you headed, Julius?
Port Angeles. We're planning to haul out the boat. So we're going to have about 10 days delay. We're going to meet some old friends of ours. And then we're going to head for San Juan Islands. We had a delay about a week because our saltwater pump was busted. So we had to order a new one from California. Just arrived yesterday. We installed it. And now we are off. Should be about 12-hour passage. So we should be able to dropping anchor before dark. And we're going to have some current go with us for a while and some against us. So kind of on the end should work it out to be even.
As we're heading up the Straits, right now it's about 9:30 in the morning. And there's a lot of shipping out here. At this very moment there's looks like about 4 ships coming in. Another one. We were just fighting an ebb current for quite a while, ever since we left this morning, and now it's just starting to turn slack tide, and we should be getting some current going with us and help us increase our speed. Looks like it's going to be really nice out today. Sun's coming out. Sparkling day. This is the Washington side here. Now it's just about noon as we're heading up the Straits, and the visibility kind of is not too good right now. Fog just kind of rolled right in, and this is what we see right now. Not much.
I steer by the compass, can't see nothing. Visibility is probably 100 yards.
But the sun's overhead.
GPS, compass, radar, and AIS. And the sun about. Nice warm.
We're in our own little world out here. Very small. I don't know if we've ever gotten emerald steel up to 8.7 knots, but we're just jamming along right now. Got 9.6 miles to go to Port Angeles. Here we are on our plotter here. We're headed right there. And there's a couple ships out there. One's right there on our radar. It's only 1 mile away from us. Like maybe a fishing boat or something. And we're going to pass 3/4 mile away. Well, the fog just finally lifted. And we're just coming up to Port Angeles. We have like 6 miles to go. It's right up there where that fog is in the smokestacks. That's where we're headed. Nice and sunny out. Very pretty. We made really good time from Neah Bay, the Coast Guard station there on Edis Hook. So it's the day after we finally anchored in Port Angeles, and it was a very lovely day today. So it's got to be nice at some point, I suppose, but it was very nice. It was a beautiful sunset this evening, and we met some friends in town, and we went out for lunch today. And there used to be some wonderful docks here where you could bring your boat in, but they've taken the docks out, and I don't know if they're going to replace them, so they're not there. We used to be able to bring our dinghy in if nothing else, and now there's no place except for the beach. Okay guys, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a comment and a thumb up. And before we leave, I'd like to thank all of you that support our channel through Patreon and PayPal. We really appreciate your support, guys, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.